Columbia River. The next one is Parks and Open Space, and
So
again,
Joanne, you're not proposing any rezones to the industrial park as it exists today?
no. In fact, I'll talk about that a little bit later, about policies we have not to. So Parks and Open Space, I think that the rezone of the Parkersville site and the Ports Park fits right into this, and our comprehensive plan that says that we will encourage the preservation of lands, sites, and structures that have historic or archaeological significance. And as we go through the approval process, we'll be able to show you the historical significance of that site. So I'm just going to go through these very quickly. This is a rezone that begins at 6th Street. It goes east to 9th Street. And the north and south side of East Street are currently zoned convenience commercial. And if you see a star on there, that means that it's being proposed to be rezoned to community commercial. This sheet is continuing east along East Street to 9th Street. Again, the properties on the north and south side are convenient commercial. They're kind of mixed on the south side with a couple residential. The north side commercial uses include the bank, the cell phone business, and the remaining area is residential. The south side is the Perman Lumber and a vacant strip owned by the city of Washougal. This next slide continues from 9th Street to 12th Street, headed east. The north side of East Street is zoned residential from 9th to 12th, all those along there. The uses along the north side, again, are a mix of commercial and residential. The commercial uses include a beauty salon, the Washougal Bus Barn, and the bus barn parking. The property along the south side, you'll notice there's no stars because it's already zoned community commercial. And the uses along there are, it's a Cool World, a computer surplus store, highway fuels facilities. The next one's continuing east from 12th Street. The north side of East Street is currently zoned convenience commercial. And the uses are mostly commercial in nature. There's a florist shop, the Gateway Church, Don's TV, RV sales, East County Auto and Truck, Hooten Wall Covering Building. 2 of the parcels are residential, and there's also 3 vacant. The south side is already community commercial and has things like the deli, and there is one large piece that's vacant. It's almost an acre, and that's owned by Mr. Warda. So the south side would not be rezoned because it's already community commercial. The next slide is, I just want to make one correction. At the bottom left is part of a piece that you saw on a previous sheet. It just carries over onto this. So this, continuing east to approximately 19th Street. The north side is convenience commercial until you hit 18th, and then it's community commercial from 18th to 19th. And then the northeast corner is zoned multifamily. The uses are mostly commercial in nature with a few residential uses. They include a gas station, Los Dos Compadres, and a parking lot, State Farm Insurance, the current location of Precious Paul's. And there's one vacant parcel here, but it's only about 6,000 square feet. The south side is currently zoned community commercial, so it would not be proposed for rezone. And of course, we know that there's Washougal Food Center along there. There is one error also on the far right-hand side, southeast side. It says City of Washougal on that one parcel, and that's actually Heller's parking lot. So that's an error, and it will be fixed. This sheet is the stretch of East Street between 20th and 23rd. You'll see that the stars are on the north side, so that's the side proposed for rezoning. The north side is currently zoned multifamily, which is 22 units per acre, up until you hit 22nd, and then after 22nd, the zone changes to community commercial. The uses on the north side are primarily residential in this area, with the exception of the Beauty Temptation Salon and it has an apartment above. There is a couple vacant parcels that you'll see there, but they're very small in size. The south side is, like I said before, already community commercial and would not need rezoning. And hold on, there's more. This is where I was going to take a sip of water. Okay, and then you keep going east. This section is from 23rd to one parcel past 25th. You'll see in the middle there, that's the school property, and it's not proposed to be rezoned, even though it fronts E Street. So from 24th to 25th is the school zone. At the northeast corner of E and 25th, the zone changes to convenience commercial, and the use is Neater's Cafe and service station. Along the south side of this stretch, the property is zoned community commercial already until it reaches 24th Street. And those uses are residential in nature. They're older homes, quite close to the highway. Beginning at 24th Street on the south side, the zoning changes to apartment residential, and other than Discovery Dental, the uses are all residential in nature. This stretch is only one parcel on the south side, and the rest are on the north side. And it's from a little east of 25th Street to just west of 29th Street. This property is zoned convenience commercial, and the recent uses were Washougal Power Sports. Moving east on the north side, the zone changes to apartment residential, and is, for the most part, residential uses with the exception of Sunset Collision. On the south side, just west of 26th, it's zoned apartment residential, and the use is residential. And then if you keep going east, it changes to community commercial. This area is approximately 29th Street to 32nd Street, and the northern side of the road is currently zoned multifamily. The majority of the uses are residential with the exception of the Nazarene Church. The south side of E Street is zoned community commercial and would not be changed, and it contains mostly commercial uses all the way to 32nd Street. This is where the Safeway site is. It's already zoned community commercial, and therefore there would be no zoning changes proposed here, and the south side is just the Burlington Northern right-of-way. This sheet begins east of the Evergreen Marketplace, and the existing uses are Smead's Tavern and a veterinary clinic and 4 residential zone lots. The current uses on this slide are residential with the exception of the fire station at the corner of 39th and Evergreen. You're probably wondering why we went down this far to 39th. There has been requests along from 32nd to 39th. Over the years, there's been several requests by property owners to be rezoned to commercial. It also would make some of the commercial uses that are there it would make them conforming rather than non-conforming. So the next slide is the West End rezone, and there's 3 sections to it. You'll see one north of SR 14, and it is, and then there's the Port property to the south, and then there's Hamilton to the southeast. So we'll start with where the Washougal Crossing is. This aerial doesn't look familiar. It doesn't look like it looks today because Clark County hasn't, these are 2007 aerials.